Good day, everyone. I am Ariel Estrellado, a third-year student taking up Bachelor of Technology and Livelihood Education, major in Industrial Arts. Today, I'll be going to discuss the second topic that I best learned through the semester in Ed 305 Assessment of Learning 2. This topic is from Chapter 2, Performance Assessment. Performance Assessment. Introduction. This assessment measures how well students apply their knowledge, skills, and abilities to authentic problems. The key feature is that it requires students to produce something, such as report, experiment, or performance, which is scored against specific criteria. So meaning that performance assessment is guided by a specific criteria. So what is performance assessment? Performance assessment, also known as authentic or alternative assessment, is a form of testing that requires students to perform a task rather than select an answer from a ready-made list. So meaning that performance assessment is a subjective type of test rather than objective one. So there are uses of performance assessment. So performance assessment used to assess complex outcomes and skills, provides more relevant and complete evaluation, provides motivation, and provides authenticity. So there are also features of good performance assessment, and these are clear targets, focused purpose, proper method, sound sampling, accurate assessment free of bias and distortion. So we will discuss each of these features. So first is clear targets. So clear targets provide clear descriptions of a specific achievement, expectations to be assessed. Measure one or more or four achievement expectations. Assure that evaluators understand and remain aware of what they are assessing. Focused purpose. Clarify the intended uses of the assessment results. Specify whose information needs the assessment will meet: teachers, curriculum developers, and policymakers. Improper method. Use an assessment method that is suited for the assessment goals such as essays, direct communication, selected response, or extended investigations. So sound sampling. Provide a representative sample of the questions that can be asked. Produce results of maximum quality of minimum cost in time and effort. Yield confident inferences about how the respondent would have been given all possible exercises. So accurate assessment free of bias and distortion. Present sources of inference and error that may have affected the development and implementation of the assessment. Anticipate sources of bias that could create ambiguity in results. So there are also strengths and weaknesses of performance assessments. The strengths are: integrates assessment with instruction, learning occurs during assessment, provide opportunities for formative assessment. And the weaknesses are: reliability may be difficult to establish, measurement error due to subjective nature of the scoring may be significant, inconsistent student performance across time may result in accurate conclusions rather. So another strength tends to be more authentic than the types of assessment. So it is more authentic, the performance assessment. So more engaging, active involvement of students. So this is a type of assessment wherein students are engaged or involved with activities provides additional way for students to show what they know and they can do. So the weaknesses: few samples of student achievement, requires considerable teacher time to prepare and student time to complete, difficult to plan for amount of time needed. So another strength: emphasis on reasoning skills, forces teachers to establish a specific criteria to identify successful performance, encourage student self-assessment, emphasis on application of knowledge, encourages re-examination of instructional goals and the purpose of schooling. Weaknesses: limited ability to generalize to a larger domain of knowledge. So these are the examples of performance assessment. First, group projects enabling a number of students to work together on a complex problem that requires planning, research, internal discussion, and group presentation. Another example: essays assessing students' understanding of a subject through a written description, analysis, explanation, or summary. And these are my references